यम हि न व्यथ्यन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभ सम दुःख सुखम धीरम सोमृत तत्वाय कल्पते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत। One who ever remains unperturbed, whatever the situation is, whatever the circumstances are, whoever the people are in life, one who remains ever equanimous, ever poised. Yam hi na vyathantyete purusham purusharshava sama dukkha sukham. One who is equanimous in what are called the pleasant situations or the unpleasant ones. Dhiram, one who is persevering in the practice, sincere, regular. So Amrit Tattvaya Kalpate. Only he deserves to experience the self. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 15th couplet. I had gone to a hospital day before yesterday to get the checkup of somebody who was feeling ill. In the hospital, I saw one placard about mental health. Let us use this placard to understand how healthy we are mentally. Let us once again look within ourselves if any of these symptoms are there in us too. In a smaller degree or a larger degree. The degree can be different. But if these are present, then the mental health is not good. Some work needs to be done. So let us study these points one by one and contemplate upon them. The first one is, are you always worrying about something or the other? They have put the word always in quotes. So let us remove the word always. That is an extreme case, one who is all the time worrying. But the question for all of us is, do we worry once in a while? चिंता होती है कभी कभी क्या? That is to be corrected. That is not a symptom of mental health. So what would be the opposite of this? No worries, peace prevailing all the time, bliss, joy, remaining in the heart, in the mind, all the time. What does it require? We have to let go of the control. Controlling people is a disease. Even trying to control the situations trying to control the future somehow. The events that are going to unfold in our lives, the results of our actions. Imagine that state. Zero chinta, zero worry. You are just doing your best, living in ananda, living in joy, absolute, unconditioned, not because of any incident, not because of any person, not because of any situation, not because some desires are getting fulfilled. No, none of these, no X factors are there. You are unconditionally happy. Unconditionally is important here. You go with the flow. कोई चिंता नहीं, चाह गई चिंता गई, मनुआ बेपरवाह. चाह गई चिंता गई, मनवा बेपरवाह. हमको कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हम हैं शाहनशाह. I let go of the desires and therefore the worries. And I have become carefree now. And this state, I feel as if I am a king. Shahanshah, Shahanshah. चाह गई चिंता गई. The important aspect of worryless living is, do you remember that concept, kaante pe kaanta, needle above the needle, aligning your mind with the reality. Whatever the reality is, you are aligned with. Some people will not be nice to you. You are aligned. It's okay. This is how it is. And what is our law of peace? What is. What is. Second law, acceptance is peace. Third, resistance is pain. Fourth, trying to change others, interfering in the business of others is also pain. Fifth, living in incompleteness due to any X factor is also pain. If we want to let go of worrying, we have to absorb these laws, imbibe them well, contemplate well. A asked one question. She was working at the office of her father, but in her understanding, her father is very tamasic, very lethargic by temperament. So delaying things, not doing things properly, meticulously, making excuses with the clients, and she is unable to tolerate. And she quit the job. And now she says she is staying at home, but she is not happy at all. Because earlier there was something to look forward to. She used to enjoy the work that she was doing. She was very creative and really liked the work. But just because it was her father's office and she had some expectations from the father, she wanted him to be more meticulous, free from confusion, doing things well, treating the clients well, and all that, she left the job. And the father, he loves the kid, loves his daughter so much. Every day he's trying to make her understand, trying to bring her back. So we talked about it. Now, as regards inquiry, we have two types of work that we can do. One is the normal deconditioning inquiry, in which we have learned the 6 questions or 8 questions, those who did the level 3 also. The other aspect of thinking is called the pro-con analysis. Pros and cons. I asked her some simple question. The first thing I told her that stop doing this emotional reasoning. That my father procrastinates. I don't like it. Therefore, this is called emotive reasoning. No, try to be objective. Try to think of the pros and cons. I asked her about the pros. The first pro, she said, I am like a king in that, a queen in that office. I am the boss. It's my father's office. So I have to take care of my family. So once in a while, if I am late at work, a few minutes here or there, nobody can question me. So I feel free. Okay. Another one, I like the work. I really enjoy doing it. Third, the monetary, the salary, the monetary benefits are quite good. It's my father's. And fourth, my father loves me. Now, as against this, what are the cons? The only con that she could come up with was, I can't tolerate my father's behavior. Somebody is lethargic, so what? Where will you practice acceptance? Acceptance is peace. That is the place for you. So when you weigh the two, when you do objective reasoning, you understand that, no, that was a mistake, leaving that office. The pros highly outweigh the cons. So I hope she joined the office again. So in some cases, you will have to do the normal deconditioning inquiry. In some other cases, you will have to do the pro-con analysis or the SWOT analysis, strengths of the situation or your strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats, keeping in mind what your goal is in life. And all of us have understood that our primary dharma is freedom. Our primary dharma is peace, is living in a state of joy, awareness, love, so that we can merge in the self. If the mind is vacillating and disturbed, it will not be possible. So the first point here was worries. If the mind has worries, no, we have to dig deep within. There must be some fixations because of which the worries are arising. Those fixations that we are hooked onto, we have to leave them. That shoulds and should nots that are so strong in our minds, let go. Even, sometimes you are able to let go of the big shoulds and should nots, but the smaller ones, I wish, I hope, if he could understand, if he could believe me, if I could trust him, The small things also keep nagging you in the background. They don't let you be restful. No worries for all of us. Go with the flow, surrender to the divine will. The universe is taking care of you so well. It has taken care of you all along. Have faith. Surrender. The second point, are you unable to concentrate because of unrecognized reasons? Which means the mind is restless. When the reasons are unrecognized, it is called tamas. When the reasons are recognized, it is called rajas. Sometimes you are restless, but you don't know what the reason is. It's the tamas aspect of the mind that is active during those times. You have to outgrow, you have to transcend tamas by focusing on your sadhana, your practice. If you're not able to do your meditation in the sitting position, do it walking, do it while eating. While doing something, it will be easier for you. But don't let the mind go astray. Don't lose. Don't give up the reins of the mind. Keep it under check. The feelings, now happy, now unhappy, this is normal for everybody. But for all of us, we have to learn to transcend them. And when we learn to transcend them, the concentration will naturally, automatically become better. The third point, are you continuously unhappy without justified cause? This is similar to the second one. And they have put the word continuously in quotes. This is tamas, continuously. But for all of us, we might not be continuously unhappy, but sometimes unhappy. Even that needs to be checked. Even that needs to be corrected and cured. S has asked one question that earlier I used to earn very well, but now because of some reasons I had to leave the job, and then once again I had to take it up, and my salary is much less than before. But my husband and my mother-in-law, they expect me to fulfill many of the needs of the house, which I am unable to do. They have all kinds of expectations from me. And my husband is so worried about his sister, who is a widow, and her son, that he has stopped looking at our family as his responsibility. He feels that my son, my house is my responsibility financially, and I should take care of it. And I am unable to manage expenses. That is still secondary. But this behavior of my husband, this irresponsibility on his part, I am unable to tolerate. What should I do? The first thing is you remove your focus from your husband and focus on yourself. Focus on your mind, your own mind. The expectations from the husband, where do they reside? Dream or reality? When you are attached with the desire that my husband should be responsible towards his family also, how do you feel? If you let go of this expectation that he should be responsible, this expectation you are attached with, this is your fixation. And letting go of this fixation, this agraha, that's your job, that's your sadhana. What is the fourth law? Pain is what you get when you interfere in the business of somebody else. And we have understood that what happens in the mind of somebody else, even if it is one's husband, one's wife, one's parents, one's siblings, one's friends, if we interfere in their business, pain is the result. If we have to let go of the pain and come back to our center, then what is required? Let go of the fixation. Let go of the demands. Let go of the expectations. He will not change just because you want him to. Of course, you can talk to him. Of course, you can try to make him understand. But that is no reason that he will understand. He may not. But you cannot go on remaining restless and unhappy just because your husband is irresponsible. His life, you have to, even here, you have to be detached. The fourth point, do you lose your temper easily and often? Let us ask ourselves. Do we lose our temper once in a while? Even that needs to be cured. Irritation. Somebody is really repetitive, boring, is trying to discuss the things that you don't like at all. And he's doing it again and again. And despite the fact that you have told him again and again that you don't do these things in front of me, he does not listen. Now, is it a sufficient reason for you to lose temper, get irritated? Who is suffering when you get irritated? The universe is testing you right at those places where it feels you are weak. Let there be that situation, that mindset getting developed in us. We remain peaceful with everybody, especially with those who have tamasic temperament. This is a trap of the sattvic people, of the virtuous people, of the good people. Inability to tolerate tamas, inability to tolerate cheating, corruption, bribery, procrastination, confusion, criticism, somebody criticizing or bitching against others, blaming others, misunderstanding for no reasons. Now, in all these situations, let us make a resolve. We have to remain unperturbed. Yam hina vyathantyete, jo vyathit nahi hota, one who remains unperturbed. Unperturbed. No reason is a valid reason. He is so annoying is not a valid reason. He is so boring is not a valid reason. He is so repetitive is not a valid reason. His interests and my interests are different is not a valid reason. Our frequencies don't match is not a valid reason. No reason is a valid reason. If you are getting restless, irritated, come back to the center, practice the mantras, contemplate on them, do the inquiry, and let go of your fixation, your expectation. Are you troubled by regular insomnia? Again, regular in quotes. It might not be regular, but if once in a while also we are not able to sleep well, we have to see what is it that needs to be corrected. The time, the social media, what is it that I am missing? Eating late at night or eating junk food or some kind of stress in the mind. Whatever the reasons are, we have to have good sleep at night. We have to let go of all the reasons. 6 to 8 hours every night. And personally, I always say a nap in the afternoon is also so rejuvenating. Even 15 minutes, half an hour of a nap, it's so good for you. In the evening, you start your day afresh, especially for your meditation. But if you're not able to do that because of your work, coming back home, you may lie down in the Shavasana and relax for about 15 minutes, and then you can meditate and then do other things. Do you have wide fluctuations in your mood? Happy now, unhappy now. What is that couplet? क्या शेर है वो? सुबह होती है, शाम होती है, जिंदगी रूठने मनाने में तमाम होती. Day comes and night comes, and my life, what am I doing? Somebody is unhappy, I am trying to console. For no reason they are unhappy, or I myself have mood swings. रूठने मनाने में तमाम होती है. This is how I am wasting my life. Enough now. Let there be balance, let there be poise, let there be equanimity. Let there be joy. Why should I hold on to the vritti of the formation of unhappiness, mood swings, when I have the choice to hold on to the formation of joy and love, of contemplation, of inquiry, of mantras, of studying and contemplating on the scriptures, or of helping others, doing something for your evolution or for the evolution of people around you. Whatever. No, why can't I keep my mind occupied with positivities instead of negativities? Do you continually dislike being with people? This is another problem of Sattvic people, that I can't tolerate them. You start detesting, you start hating people, running away from them. Putting a fence that is what I understand. But that fencing has to be done with peace in your heart. Not with anger, not with any jealousy or hatred. But if the universe still believes that you have to be with these people, then you have to grow in acceptance. मुझे वो पसंद नहीं है, मुझे वो पसंद नहीं है, I don't like him and I dislike her. Enough. हो गया बहुत. You are only damaging your own sadhana thereby. Are you upset if the routine of your life is disturbed? You have made a timetable, or that there is a schedule, a routine, and for some reason or the other, it gets disturbed. Are you upset? Do you get upset often? What is more important, remaining peaceful or following the routine? Whatever routine you were following, what was the result of that? What was the goal about it? Being happy, being fulfilled, being peaceful, being content. This is your primary dharma. Just because you are not able to follow the routine is not a valid reason, sufficient reason to get disturbed. It's okay. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Some guests come home and they were unexpected guests. And now you are not able to find time for meditation. Is that a sufficient reason to get disturbed? No, not at all. Joy, awareness, love, while you're sitting in meditation, joy, awareness, love when you are with people. What was that assignment? Alone I am in bliss. With people also I am in bliss. Alone I am in bliss. When I am with others, then also I am full of love and happiness. Because I don't have to change anybody. I only have to practice on me. My mind is my only priority. Do your children constantly get on your nerves? If children get on your nerves, then others also must be getting on your nerves. Do you scold your children often? Or sometimes beat them up also? There is some serious problem about you. If you are doing it continually, you have to stop it now. Especially if you physically beat them too. You have to learn to communicate with all your compassion in your heart. And they are children. And everybody is actually like a child. They have their desires, they have their X factors, they have their conditionings. It is okay, and they have their journey too. And in that journey, some bumps will be there, some friction will be there, some happiness and some unhappiness will be there. Nobody's life is free from problems. Some problems will be there. You think you can fix their problems by scolding them? Are you sure? When they talk about children, it means those over whom you have some control. You might be a boss in the office and you have some people working for you. Are you courteous to them? Or are you too overbearing, bossy with them? Are you a compassionate leader or a bossy leader? Think, please. Are you browned off and consistently bitter? Browned off means annoyed. Bitter. कड़वे शब्द बोलते हो, मुंह से कड़वा ही निकलता है तुम्हारा. No. The austerity of speech. Your speech has to be pleasant and truthful and beneficial, otherwise remain silent. प्रियकर होनी चाहिए, हितकर होनी चाहिए, सत्य होनी चाहिए, नहीं तो चुप रहो. But in order to make the speech sweet, your heart has to be filled with love. Your heart has to be filled with peace and joy. Then automatically your speech and actions will be sweet. This is interesting. Are you always right and the other person always wrong? Is it difficult for you to admit your faults, your own mistakes? Who does not commit mistakes? No, but considering others wrong all the time and considering oneself right all the time, something is seriously wrong about you. That is why we learned the turnaround. Instead of finding faults with them, turn it around and you will see that you are in the same boat. You are also making the similar mistakes every now and then. It's not only the other person whom you are blaming. He does not do this, he does not do that, he has done all these mistakes and all that. No. If you look within yourself, you will find that in one way or the other, in one degree or the other, you are also doing similar things. But about yourself, you forgive yourself so easily. But with others, it is difficult for you to do that. Now you have to reverse the process. Forgive everybody, but about yourself, do sincere work. Our primary dharma, let us remind ourselves once again, is getting established in the self. And for that to happen, peace and compassion and awareness, we have to create this foundation first. Then we will be able to move on, move ahead in the journey. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Om. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Yom Tat. May there be peace, peace and eternal peace in the hearts of all of us and in the hearts of all. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you.